Hello, my name is Dwight Maholitz, Chair of ICMCI. It is my pleasure to bring you greetings on behalf of the board of ICMCI and our Executive Director, Rima Nasser. I am delighted to open your conference. Such an event is very important and special to learn from each other in these turbulent times. And 2020 has been quite the ride. It's been a very busy time at ICMCI, working with all institutes to build collaboration and to find ways to work together. These challenges have also brought opportunities. In spite of, or maybe because of the travel restrictions, we have pressed ahead with our own virtualization of sessions. This has created opportunities for networking and collaboration at the consultant level and all around the world in ways that we have never seen before. Personally, I have attended more workshops and events around the world than I ever could have imagined being possible in 2019. Speaking of 2019, I remember the conversations that we had at our annual meeting in Nassau, Bahamas. And then we talked about the possibility of consulting as a profession entering into a state of disruption. Well, the pandemic certainly emphasized the way that things can change very, very quickly. And it did impact on our client organizations, and it impacted on professional service organizations, and particularly management consulting. COVID has accelerated the change of work in so many different ways. It has also accelerated the changes to the way client organizations are thinking about how and when they use professional consulting services. There's 4 drivers I'd like to share with you very quickly. The first is that clients are thinking less about the big ticket projects and more about the best individual that they can find for the job, to help them solve the problem that they're facing, and then to walk with them that last mile to help them implement the solution to the problem in a way that is sustainable inside the organization. To me, this is actually very good for our profession because it helps client organizations realize that they don't need to go to any particular firm. What they need to do is find the individual with the expertise that can be of the best help to them. The second is in the area of access to knowledge. It's greater than it has ever been before. Using social media, search engines, it's possible to get access to knowledge in a way that is absolutely mind-boggling. Augmented intelligence is here to stay. This is very good for the industry because management consultants anywhere in the world can access this kind of knowledge, but it's not so good for institutes who used to be seen as the center, the holding place for the body of knowledge of the profession. So it is something that institutes need to be thinking about in terms of the value proposition of encouraging new entrants into the profession to be joining our institutes and to be learning with and networking with colleagues. Which leads me to my third point, which is access to networking. Again, institutes used to be the place for coming together for professional organizations, for professionals in organizations, and that is being perceived differently now by new entrants into the industry of consulting because of social media and their ability to network with others around the world. And the fourth thing I wanted to mention is availability of talent. From the perspective of client organizations, there's a growing Uberization of consulting. And this is threatening the value that we add as the trusted advisor. Because if a client organization believes they can go on the internet and find consulting services for so many dollars per hour, this is very different from the diagnostic capability that a trained management consultant can bring to the table. So we need to continue to work hard to differentiate ourselves in that way. At the bottom line, it's very interesting times for us because there are increasing numbers of individuals that are coming into the industry of consulting. But because of these things, like easier access to knowledge and easier ability to network, the role of the Institute as the professional home of the industry of consulting is under threat. Now, to me, this is absolutely counterproductive. In times like these, with an increasing pace of change and increasing threats of disruption from multiple sources, institutes do have a critical role to play. The ability to network, to share experiences and ideas, to improve on best practices, and to keep abreast of all of the latest changes. These all require a mechanism, such as an institute, to bring consultants together. So our challenge is to demonstrate to new entrants and to existing members that we can create value for them. And how we do that will require some out-of-the-box thinking. I'm always excited when our best thinkers come together at events like these to share information and to think about how we can improve our reach as consultants and as institutes and in whichever other ways that we can imagine. So that's enough from me. Welcome. I wish I could be there with you in person, but I can't be. But I do wish you every success in this event and a very successful conference. Thank you.